who passed away at the age of 39. This was after he had both legs and one arm amputated. Unfortunately. Who, if any energy came in, brought in by his guardian angel to comfort him in his last moments, any memories of anyone who preceded him in death. Did his spirit guide or guardian angel see fit to comfort him with any memories, vibrations, sayings, anything at all in his last moments? If so, what was the person's horoscope sign? Coming in. Momentarily. A Cancer sign. So something having to do with a Cancer sign. Likely comforted him. I'm getting a merciful vibe there. What was important to him in life? Page of Pentacles. The Page of Coins. It's also known as. Now, something monetary is represented there, as well as a quest for knowledge, a quest for understanding, contemplation, having time to think and plan things out. That is coming in as having been very important to him. Some time in solitude. Also, he may have been a collector of certain things, whatever interested him. This is all represented here with the Page of Pentacles coming in. What is something that he would have mentioned, would have stated that he learned in life? Ooh. So something about death and something about time as well, with the Hanged Man and the Death card coming in. Two face cards here. So with the Hanged Man, there was likely to have been something about just surrendering or actually kind of like giving up one thing for something else, in a sense. So it's quite possible that he learned something about those things, about how to best utilize spare time or free time, or the toll that time can take on someone's body, mind, or soul. With the Death card, there is an end represented, and it's viewed as the end is the beginning, and the beginning is the end. So the death card is about change, not only change, but regeneration, paradoxes, expiration, followed by renewal. That is coming in as being something that he would say he learned something in regards to with that. Okay. So with this particular card coming in, lucid dreaming could be something that he learned a little bit about. Not only that, it could be sacrifice represented here by the same token, suspension in time, and seeing the world in a new way. So he learned something that had him gravitating towards seeing the world in a new way, or which fully had him viewing the world in a new way. What else was he placed in a position to learn from? This is the Knight of Cups. Cups represent emotion. And specifically, the Knight of Cups represents seduction, flattery. So it could have been he was placed in a position to learn that sometimes people try to flatter for other reasons other than the fact that they just want to flatter someone. With that Knight of Cups coming in, there is something having to do with romance, quite possible, with the Knight of Cups coming in. So he could have been placed in a position rather to learn something about romance, seduction, flattery, something about his crush that may have been delightful and yet surprising at the same time. Something having to do with romantic relationships and how pleasant they can be, as well as how complex. What can we learn as outsiders looking into his life and passing? The Eight of Wands coming in. So wands represent risk taking. First of all, that's the first thing that we can look at very closely in regard to whatever it was that he took a risk with. And it's the Eight of Wands, which represents intentions and actions, which are continuously set into motion. Every time there's one action, of course, there's another reaction. And this is momentum of pure action. So this is about putting things into action that we want to see happen, breathless anticipation, movement, all is represented here. Messages, staying tuned, staying abreast of messages, acting in speed, even though our final destinations may be unknown. That's coming in as something that we can see an example of within his life. What was going on with him when he passed? The King of Wands is coming in. That masculine energy represents a visionary leader. So he was leading in his energy at the time of his passing. I feel like his courage was one thing that had him, um, well, it contributed to that visionary leader energy that's coming through there. This represents commanding attention and notoriety. This was an individual who stated his case for the world to see. He created workable systems. He put his vision forward. He was adaptable, even losing his limbs. Adaptability without compromise is represented here. This card also indicates that he was likely an animal magnetism type of person. So animals were probably drawn towards him. And I'm getting some flirty energy as well with the King of Wands. So all that is coming into play. So he was in this position where he was not only a visionary leader, he was an icon, he was a maverick, he was a master success story. And that is the legend that he's leaving behind. And so that's where I'm going to leave off with this reading. I want to offer my condolences to all of the fans who enjoyed watching him as a TNA wrestler, all of his friends, all of his family, those who are suffering due to his passing. Thanks for checking out my channel. Until next time.